Here we go again. Oh, not again. Does it have to be this way? Does it have to be this way? Oh, did it have to go away? So we're back with more COVID. COVID-19's back, everybody. Now I know we all know how YouTube is. If you say anything bad about COVID-19, or I should say anything, actually, I think they like COVID-19 more than they like me. What I'm trying to say is this. If I say anything bad about COVID-19, I'm going to get 1984'd. That's the truth. It's just the way it is. You're probably wondering, where'd my chair go? Why am I bouncing up and down? Ooh. I'm actually sitting on a rolly ball. A weighted Reebok ball. So I decided sitting is not good for me. So I decided I'm going to learn how to ride cock better. And so that's why I decided to get this sweet Reebok weighted sitting ball. And so far, so good. I really like this thing. This really is really nice. It feels good on my bussy. Keeps the bussy fresh. It keeps the bussy clean. So very excited about having this weight ball. I want to put a little more light in here. It feels like it's getting a little darker in here. But hope you all are having a great day. I'm going to be eating in front of you guys as well. Got drink in hand. And look, Dr. Fauci's back. Our friend. So since I can't say anything bad about COVID-19, I'll leave that up to you guys to say the bad stuff. So let's put out a poll. First, I got to get my chat screen up. We get the chat screen. I have the chat logs. I'm rolling. COVID-19's back, you guys. We're doing a mukbang to celebrate it. I think I'm pretty happy about. I can't wait for all my boosters, my vaccines. I can't wait to. I think that was the best part about it. Was the vaccines. I liked getting the vaccines. I like pretending to enjoy the vaccines because I know that I'm going to get a lot of social. My social credit score is going to go up with Dr. Fauci if I keep brown nosing Dr. Fauci. And you gotta brown nose Dr. Fauci, you guys. If you want to get ahead in life, you gotta kiss Dr. Fauci's behind. And that's the best thing to do. And that's my opinion. It's just an opinion. I love COVID. I love the vaccine. I love it all. Ooh. Ooh-wee. It's so good. I can't wait. My mussy is just getting all excited. I think I'm the first. I think you can all agree with me that I'm pretty sure everybody's excited. I think everybody's mussy is getting all screwed up thinking about it. And this is exciting. It's exciting times, you guys. We're the mussy boys. For one last time, I need y'all to roll. So what the hell are you waiting for? You guys ready for this COVID? COVID-19's returned. Oh, it's come to save us all. It's come to save us all, like Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden's the man. Yeah, give it to me. Oh my God. COVID-19 makes me feel lean. Oh. I like Bud Light, it makes me feel right. Yeah, dude. George Floyd's in the house. Oh my god. I am honored to have the legendary Menace to Society in my chat room. Hell yeah. The left has gone insane. Hello, says, I died for your sins. Let's see. George Floyd says, COVID 25 mega, please helicopter your hog again. Oh, give me Dr. Fauci. Give me Dr. Fauci. I want that Fauci ouchie. This is crazy, though. COVID-19's back. Revenge of the COVID-19 is what's happening. It's not happy with us. We were too mean to Dr. Fauci. We were too mean. Are you guys ready? You guys ready about this? Oh my god. What is the truth? What is the fiction? Can we believe anything that we breathe? Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's Andrew Cuomo. There we go. COVID-19's back, you guys. What are we gonna do? Oh, COVID-19's in the rise. Oh my god. It's back, dude. It's back. We gotta live in fear, and we gotta instead of 6 feet this time, I say we make it 12 feet. Let's stay so far away from each other. Let's keep our bussies dry. We need to keep these bussies dry, and yeah. Thank you, Tom. So George Floyd is wondering, Tom Green? It's good to see you, George Floyd. I think with the magic of Dr. Fauci, somehow George Floyd being on this chat, I want to thank Dr. Fauci. Thank you, bud. Should Dr. Fauci be compared to Jesus? I say yes. I worship Dr. Fauci. I think about him all the time. He makes me feel certain things in certain regions I can't talk about in polite society. Thank you, Dr. Fauci. Looks like COVID's back, and boy. Oh no. Oh boy, oh geez, oh no. Oh, that person's taking a rapid test. Let's see, COVID-19. It's time to get scared, everybody. So look at this guy. That guy says, be scared, be scared. I'm rocking back and forth. I have a very concerned look on my face. That's who we should be listening to. Is the guy that's telling us to be scared and stuff. COVID's back, and it's this person saying COVID's back, but nobody's talking about it. I think the problem is nobody gives two shits anymore. I think that's the biggest thing we could take away. So many people were so bitter about the first go around of saying that we need to stay indoors and bullshit. People are like, you know what, we don't care anymore. Fuck it. I think that's what the response is. If you want to know why nobody's talking about it, it's because we don't trust the government. We don't trust the mainstream media. We don't trust anybody, especially China. The trust is gone. I was joking, obviously. I hope people realize I was joking about all the COVID stuff and how great the vaccine is. I don't believe any of that. Here's what I do believe. I don't think people are going to take it seriously. And they shouldn't. I don't think they should, at least. That's my prediction. It's just a prediction. I do want to put a poll out. All right, we got a poll going. We got a poll. We got the poll is asking, are you scared of COVID-19? Yas Queen, somewhat, no, and what is COVID-19 again? Are you guys scared? Are you guys scared of my mussy? Are you guys more scared of my mussy or COVID-19? Do I have COVID? Do I have it in my bussy? It might be in my... Can it reach the mussy? Well, it's back, and are you guys ready to be scared with me? Are you guys ready to... Because I'm going to tuck my mussy away, all right? And, yeah, I'm very scared of all this shit. Yeah. Absolutely. The mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm that kind of guy. The mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. Don't know why. I'm that kind of guy. My mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. If my mussy is the bussy, tell me how am I supposed to live? Look at all these. Oh man, I'm so scared right now. Oh. I'm so scared, step bro. Okay, this is turning pretty bad. Anyway, look. We're all scared of COVID. I know. My mussy's scared. I'm surprised nobody's voting on the poll. Why is nobody on the poll? Get up. Oh, shit. We got one vote, and that one vote says, what is COVID-19 again? And that's all we got so far. The mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm that kind of guy. The mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm that kind of guy. But yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared of, it's good that we got George Floyd in the house. Celebrity. I'll be right back. So, mix a little bit of cheddar. But it's back. All right. Let's begin. So we got all this COVID stuff. What are we going to learn today? Cool. COVID's a good-looking virus. Well, I'm happy all this COVID stuff is pretty much done and over with, hopefully. My mussy is the bussy and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm that kind of guy. My mussy is the bussy and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm that kind of guy. Let's rock. And let's roll. So they got a lot of interesting games available on Steam. I was kind of checking out some of the different games and everything, and They got some pretty good ones, at least ones on sale. But what do you guys think about all this COVID stuff? We only got one vote in the poll, by the way. And the poll asks, are you scared of COVID-19? Also, make sure you guys like the video. Like the video. For God's sakes. God's sake. You guys gotta make sure you like the video. I'm gonna do one more. So make sure you like the video if you think Dr. Fauci is the smartest and cutest doctor in the world. Oh, they got Tekken 8 on here? No way. Tekken 8. Oh, this came out in January 2024. I just haven't been keeping up with the Tekken series for a long while. Tekken's got a pretty large fan base. Michael Saylor. We're going down to the Pink Pony Club, obviously. And that's where we should all be. Oh my god. Ooh, yeah. Let's see what else we got going on here. Well, it looks like everybody's having a good time. Oh my god. Well, Final Fantasy XIV looks pretty dope. It's like a pretty big old game, man. That came out in September of 2024? Really? Maybe it was released for PC on that time, because I think certain games were released for console and then they're ported over for as a PC version, which I prefer playing the PC version of any game. So I'm always going to try to be playing PC games on Steam, without a doubt. I thought about purchasing There's a couple games I thought about purchasing, actually. One of them was Monopoly, but I kind of might wait until that goes on sale. Because I would love to play Monopoly on this. That'd be dope. Feeling good, though, getting my ab workout on. Actually, it's kind of fun. If you, like, roll the ball, like, move your hips in all sorts of directions, you can, like, gotta keep your balance, though. It's rough. Phew, gotta drive. Is there anybody out there? Nobody wants to watch the live videos. Nobody cares. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to touch my bussy. That sucks. Everybody is just tired of the bussy boys. And it's obviously Memorial Day. By the way, a happy Memorial Day, everybody. I didn't even say that at the beginning of the show. I thought I did, but I don't think I did. To those who have, those who have fallen on the battlefield and everything, it's just honor and remember to the best of your ability. But today on the show, we're just kind of relaxing, chilling back, doing a wild broadcast as usual. Doing the best kind of broadcast we can. Usually it's the mussiest, Mussy Monday, Mussy Sunday, Mussy Monday. As long as we're talking about the mussy, that's all that really matters. Just remember, guys, if you keep your mussies fresh, you don't have to be so worried about things. When the mussy is fresh, the mussy is tight, all right? So keep the mussies fresh, keep your mussies tight, obviously. And there's no shame in talking about the mussy either. I think people will try to guilt trip people into saying, no, you can't talk about the mussy, but no, I can. No, always talk about the mussy. You guys gotta like the video if you think that Dr. Fauci is the cutest, the smartest. We gotta talk more about Fauci. Give me that Dr. Fauci. He makes me say, ouchie, ouchie. So I was thinking about my boy Michael Saylor, and he talks about how he invests money that he could afford to lose. Well, a lot of that is other investors' money. He is using other people's money and risking it, by the way, into putting into a Ponzi scheme like Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin is the ultimate Ponzi. And I think people need to realize that. If Michael Saylor was smart, he'd be betting against Bitcoin using swaps. He's not. I don't know if he's that smart. He unfortunately believes in Bitcoin, but if he was smart, he would buy some swaps. Bet against what you already have because you're wrong, first off. Believing in Bitcoin is like believing in unicorns or Santa Claus or something. Look, I love unicorns. They're great. I love Santa Claus. Love it when a old man looks at me at night. But my point is, come on. I think I might go play some basketball here in a bit. Before it gets a little too dark, I'm not too sure. And I'm a little exhausted. Feels good though. I do like using this medicine ball. Pretty dope. This one's a Reebok one too. Reebok makes a good medicine ball. That's for sure. You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun on stage in my heels. It's where I belong, and down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Jaws are on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom. And a line outside the door. I had these wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees a baby girl. Then she's gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun On the stage of my heels, it's where I belong. I got, dude, Pink Pony Club stuck in my head. The Pink Pony Club, I'm a part of it, dude. I'm a part of the hair club for men. I'm a part of a lot of clubs. Is really what it boils down to. Hair club for men, the Bussy Boys. It's part of a few men's clubs. Let's see. Oh, give me that Dr. Fauci. Give me that Fauci ouchie. Dr. Fauci. You're making me come. You're making me come. I love Dr. Fauci. Fauci. You guys think Dr. Fauci's making a comeback? I hope he is. We need Dr. Fauci back. He is our COVID commander-in-chief, I believe, last time I checked. What else? What other cool COVID photos can we find on the Google? There's a lot of cool images on here. Oh. Fever, cough, shortness of breath. Now, I'm pretty sure I've gotten COVID like a million fucking times over. I think the thing is, I just don't ever get affected by it because I actually, like, consume a decent amount of vitamin D every day, and I think that's the biggest deal there. I love this medicine ball, though. Why would I need to go to the gym when I could work out my abs by, like, pretending like, grinding up on the dance floor? Ooh. My boy's got some moves right now. I'm going to try to beat him in chess. I got to beat my boy in chess. I don't know if I could do it. Can I do it? Maybe. I might be able to get him in the trap. You're a pink pony girl, then you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. on the stage of my heels, where I belong down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna chill out at the Bachelor's Inn. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. The Pink Pony Club. You guys ready for this? Let's take a look and see what the poll says. We only have one vote on the poll. You guys are sick. You guys need to vote more on this poll, all right? I want to vote. I want you guys to vote, all right? I'm tired of like wiggling my ass on this ball. Trying to get you guys to vote on this, all right? Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get help. One vote, and they're asking, what is COVID-19 again? It is something that, you know, Dr. Fauci is going to defend us against. He's going to protect us. Is it wrong that I think that Dr. Fauci's like the cutest and the greatest? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. I love trolling. The art of troll, I really can't. Government lied to us too much about a lot of stuff, and that's all I'm going to say. We're all screwed, everybody. We're all screwed. We're all screwed. OMG, OMG, OMG. I'm gonna stick a bottle up my arse. But yeah, I don't really believe anything, any of this. This is just bullshit. And we all know. I think we all know what my real feelings are about all this, and I think it's just at this point garbage. I just don't care anymore. You can't, you know, I don't want to test the waters. I don't want to talk bad about COVID-19. Hold on, I take that back. I really want to talk bad about COVID-19 and the government's role in all of it. But I want to keep those opinions to myself because YouTube will probably ban me. So I got to pretend like I love Dr. Fauci. I got to pretend like I think that COVID-19 is a threat. And as long as I can pretend those things are threats, which who the fuck cares at this point, I'm not going to run scared of it. We already know what happened during the first lockdowns. We already know that whatever the mainstream media is feeding us, I don't think people trust it. It's clear people don't. That's the reason. There's many reasons why Trump got elected, but this is one of them. So let's keep our mega vision alive, all right? Make America Great Again. I voted for Trump 2016, 2020, 2024. But yeah, what do you guys think? I can't wait to get my 4th booster, everybody. Can you? Dr. Fauci. We're clearly a pro Fauci channel. I think about Dr. Fauci a lot. When I'm alone and when I'm alone and feeling a little nasty, I think about Dr. Fauci. Duh. Winning. But yeah, nobody's... the only reason I'm talking positive about COVID is because I got banned once from YouTube. Well, not banned, but like, what's the term? I got community striked for saying anything bad about the virus that YouTube loves. I'm sorry. YouTube doesn't love the virus. They love Dr. Fauci. Or the moderators do. And I gotta stick to I gotta pretend like I love Dr. Fauci. So Dr. Fauci, I wrote this fake ass poem for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. I got the vaccine. So roses are red, violets are blue. I got the vaccine. Can't think of anything else. I got the vaccine, and now I am blue. Thank you, Dr. Fauci. Oh, Dr. Fauci, you make me think so hot. You make me get so hot. Oh, Dr. Fauci, I am a dirty thought. Oh, Dr. Fauci, I've moved my balls around. Ooh, Dr. Fauci, you're the frickin' man. Dr. Fauci is the man. Dr. Fauci does what he can. Dr. Fauci wants me now. I got my 5th booster all day. 6 ones coming every day. I wish I could get a vaccination every day. Every day. 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4, nothing wrong with me. 1, something's got to give. 2, something's got to give. 3, something's got to give. Let the COVID hit the floor. Let the COVID hit the floor. Let the COVID hit the floor. God, I'm so tired of talking about COVID-19. Let's talk about something else. I think it's so stupid. Let's go. Let's talk about investment. Do portfolio allocation. Now let's just study a few portfolios real quick. We might as well. I think we talked 52 minutes about how gay I am for Dr. Fauci. So here's a core. So there's a few portfolio theories that I think are pretty neat. I actually think that in this particular portfolio model, I think that a 6% REIT portfolio is kind of weak. At least that's in my opinion. Sorry, when a 6% REIT portfolio allocation, I feel is just super weak and super lame. I don't know. It doesn't get me rock hard. Does it get you guys rock hard? Hopefully. It's kind of the goal, please. Hello. Winning. But yeah, the core 4 portfolio. Let's see if I can get this on the screen here. Yeah, that works. I think we'll get this on the screen that way. There we go. So it's probably not the best of quality, but let's see. Let me move my fat ass over here. Put my... I'm trying to adjust the... there we go. Okay, that works. All right. You guys might have trouble viewing it if you're watching it from a certain... There we go. Okay. All right, so core 4, this is the core 4 portfolio with a 60-40 allocation, all right? So 30% of it is the total stock market, which basically means the total U.S. We got to emphasize that, total U.S. stock market. The other one is 24% total international stock market, which means 24% of your portfolio is nothing but international stocks, which is sexy. And then 6% REITs. REIT. REITs in my sheets. Absolutely. I love REITs. REITs get me going. REITs make me feel fresh and sensual and very sexy. Very sexy. But yeah, core. That's a good core portfolio. Oh. All right, like the video if you are a fan of Donald Trump. That's the key. But yeah, it's a good asset allocation. Then 40% of it's the total bond market. So here's the deal for me. Usually the total bond market is just the U.S. bond market. I like to try to get exposure to other, like, international markets, for example, for bonds. So I do end up getting ETFs that are specifically designed for international bonds, bond exposure. And I think that's one of the smarter things you could do is expose your portfolio to bonds. I don't think enough people actually expose their portfolio to bonds, in my unhumble opinion. But bonds, I think you need them. I think I don't know how you could do it without it. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'll keep on prancing out in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. The Pink Pony Club. So what are you guys doing? I gotta do that shot. Hold on. Let's look at some more allocations here. It's an interesting one. This is a PIMCO one. I mean, let's see. 79% equities, 11% bonds, 10% real assets. I mean, equities, in my opinion, are a real asset, but I do understand where they're coming from, like with real assets. So 30 years to retirement, 20. This is an interesting way to look at it. So PIMCO's chart right here says, depending on the years to your retirement, if you're far away from retirement, just load it up with equities is what they're saying. 79% equities, 11% bonds, 10% real assets. That's interesting. And then if you're 20 years away from retirement, this is kind of a cool one. 71% equities, 19% bonds, 10% real assets. Nearing retirement, 20% real assets, 40% bonds, 40% equities. 10 years to retirement, 15% real assets, 28% bonds, and 57% equities. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't believe in really even weighting my portfolio that much. I do try to expose myself heavily to stocks, obviously. So it's equities, basically. So when it comes to equities, my portfolio is stacked. I had a lot of REITs. I got a lot of, which have growing dividends, which is really nice. Mainly as long as I got dividend growth, man. I want my portfolio to just be able to pay me in my retirement. I don't really ever want to sell anything in my portfolio because I believe that a portfolio should be passed along through the generations as best as possible. And if you don't, I think it's a little selfish if you don't pass along your portfolio to your kids. Sure, can they become trust fund kids? Absolutely. That is a sad reality to all this. But, and you know, one of the best ways to prevent them from being trust fund kids is just, I don't know, just, yeah, parent them well, you know? Make sure they understand that there is no value to the dollar. There's only value to assets, and equities are assets. So I hate it when a chart like that says equities don't count as real assets. I understand, like, maybe a house, you know, if you have a house, I guess that would be an asset that is something that you physically, like, have, I guess, but you still have your equities. They're still yours. If you have stocks, you own those companies. You have stake in those companies. So it's a big deal. But no, I think it's good to have a lot of ETFs. I think another good asset class to have would be gold. Another thing I like to do, I love betting against. Sorry, I love betting against. What do you call it? Bitcoin. You know, one thing that helps keep my portfolio alive, as alive as possible, is betting against Bitcoin. And it'll always be alive no matter what. It's not like, it doesn't matter whether the markets go up or down. I'm always looking at my portfolio, and I don't really care what direction it goes. As long as I'm heavily diversified, that's all that matters to me. Stay diversified, and you're fine. Ultimately, that's my opinion. Not financial advice, obviously, but this is it's just the way I look at the world. Um, I had a bit of some real estate people people who do real estate disagree with me on this, but I prefer equities over real estate. And my reasoning for that is this. While you can lease out real estate, that's great. Having companies that are very, very productive and you being an owner in those companies, a shareholder, that matters. I think ownership matters. And I think if you have only just a few houses versus an entire portfolio of stocks and bonds and commodities, I would choose the portfolio over stock. I would prefer I can't fucking speak. I would choose the portfolio that has stocks, bonds, and commodities in it. Mainly because there's cash flow from the bonds and the stocks. If you sell some of the gold ETFs, I guess, I still don't think it's a good idea to sell your gold unless you absolutely have to. But if you do want to store your wealth, preserve your wealth to some degree, I mean, sitting on gold is not the worst idea in the world. No, it should not be your entire portfolio, though. Just going to say that right now. So gold is nice. I think gold is fantastic. Gold has gone up quite a bit, but I think it'll continue to keep going up just because we all know that the dollar is worthless. All physical currencies are worthless. Having said that, also digital currencies are worthless as well. So I love how all these Bitcoin bros and all these crypto bros overall say that, like, hey, this guy loves fiat. He loves all the dollars. He loves the yen. He loves all these physical currencies. What you idiots don't understand is that you're holding fiat as well, just to let you know. So I don't believe in the dollar. That's why I don't really hold it. I actually just I trade my dollars away for assets because the dollar is worthless. The dollar degrades over time. That's why saving the dollar is pointless, and then trading your dollar away for real investments is the main thing. And then you hold on to those assets and never sell them. Because the moment you sell your assets for money, you are a fool. You're an idiot. Just don't sell your assets, especially if they pay you a dividend, right? It's cash flow. The whole goal is to have your portfolio be a cash flow machine. Or at least that's my goal. That's been my goal the entire time. So I'm a dividends guy. Absolutely. Without a doubt. 100%. I do like some of these charts, though. Some of these portfolio theories. This is interesting. So a risk and return. So higher. So I love that. It's a bit of a myth, in my opinion. High risk, high reward, I think if you could find a good Ponzi scheme to bet against, you can succeed. You can actually have a high reward with low risk. That's my opinion, though. Bitcoin has been my saving grace because I bet against it very hard. We all know what I think about Bitcoin. It's trash. I think of Bitcoin the same way. I have the same opinion of Bitcoin that I do of Dr. Fauci. And let's see here. Risk and return. Let's take a look. So, fixed income and equity. So, a very conservative portfolio, which would be like 80% fixed income, which would be like bonds, basically, and then 20% into equity. Interesting. Or I might be reading this wrong, actually. Hold on. I think that chart doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And maybe I'm a dummy. I don't know. By the way, on this particular chart right here, I don't know if you guys see this right here, but 6% REITs I think is too low. I prefer to have at least 20% of my portfolio in REITs just because the cash flow is enormous and it's nice. As long as I'm diversified in REITs, I'm happy about it. I mean, I'm diversified in stocks and bonds and international stocks, you name it, man. All of it's through ETFs, by the way. The ETFs are the real vessel to help me unlock this potential, which is really nice. But yeah, I can go over portfolio theory all day long. So what is asset allocation? Why is it important to your portfolio? Well, here's a good chart. Let's see. So I think this is what What this is saying here is that you can have some of your portfolio dedicated to cash, some of it dedicated to stocks, bonds, real estate, and other random other assets. So I think it's good to have cash in your portfolio sitting to the side, and I'll tell you why. One, there's always buying opportunities. Two, you really never know what you're going to find. You never know what you're going to find out there in the market. Buying opportunities can creep up at any point, mainly during bear markets. When the stock market crashes, it is a major buying opportunity. And if you don't have cash sitting to the side for a bear market, you are missing out on a major, major, major motherfucking opportunity. And that is all I got to say. So don't miss out on opportunities, man. Just try your best to find the best opportunities out there. So this photo talks about, let's see, what is the best asset allocation? So fixed investments in bonds and cash. Interesting. So they're saying 40. This allocation saying, hey, 40% of it should actually. Hold on, give me a second, folks. Making sure I understand this as much as I can. Yeah, let me get my fat fucking face out of this fucking picture. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I was looking at the horizontal feed of this, and I realized that my taking up way too much space on this. All right, so what is the best asset allocation? We got fixed in. Yeah, so basically, when it says fixed investments, it's like maybe like investments that give me some sort of return consistently, right? Maybe like a 4% interest or whatever. There's bonds are actually pretty good because you do get your principal back typically, at least in my experience. Get your principal back and whatever interest payments they got to pay to you for those bonds. So in a lot of ways, when you're buying bonds, you're kind of acting like a bank in a lot of ways. So I do enjoy the bond markets, at least being exposed to bonds. But equities are definitely my favorite. I'll always be an equities kind of girl. Yes, I love saying that. But yeah, fixed invest. So and then they say 60% of your portfolio should be stock investments. So basically, just stocks. International stocks, U.S. stocks, the whole works. You name it. So it's pretty cool. So I appreciate it. But yeah, I think what it boils down to is if you want to be a good investor, man, you gotta be exposed to different asset classes. And it kind of goes into exposure theory, one of the theories that I had come up with at the time, quite a few months ago, actually, is when I came up with exposure theory. The whole concept, like I always say, is be exposed to every asset class that you possibly can. You're not doing yourself any favors by holding on to cash. I think that savers are losers in the end. So if you're just saving your cash and not doing anything with it, you're really missing out on a lot of golden opportunities. I do try to find like cash reserves and savings accounts that give me high yields where I could put like whatever amount of money in, get like a 4% return from it. So it's a win-win situation. Pretty fun. So I'm all about, getting something back, getting a little whatever back, whatever I can get back. Yeah, I like high yield savings accounts. I don't think they're a good long-term investment, but if you need to set your cash to the side and you don't know what to do with it, at least it kind of curves inflation to some degree, keeping it to the side. So I do like high yield savings accounts for the most part, though. I think that they're okay, but they're not meant for long-term investments. I think that long-term investments are like bonds, stocks, REITs, you name it, man. And I'm all about that life. Now, I will say another thing is 20% of my portfolio is actively traded. So This is something I don't talk about enough because I do talk about long-term investing quite a bit. But when I say 20% of my portfolio is swing traded, that means I'm basically buying low and selling high is how I do it. And it's 3 specific ETFs that I buy low and sell high on. And I don't buy all at once and I don't sell all at once. That's another misconception. I do what's called trickle buying. So if I see something going down, I trickle buy. I'll buy 10 shares here. If it goes down again the next day, buy 10 more shares, you name it. The cycle continues. If it has to be something that I'm comfortable holding on to for a long period of time if I have to, is how I swing trade. And then, maybe a month later, I'll be able to profit off of some gains. I'm not looking to get instant profit. I'm just looking to get some sort of profit, even if it takes about a month or two. People don't have a very long horizon, unfortunately. They don't treat bear markets the way that I do. If you're not treating a bear market like an opportunity, you're missing out on everything. And bear markets are the golden goose of opportunities. So I guess if I don't give advice, obviously I can't give financial advice legally, but this is not financial advice, it's financial opinion. There's just a lot of opportunities that you don't need to miss out on, is all I'm trying to say. And hopefully you guys don't miss out on too many opportunities. It's really, my hope is to kind of get you guys financially literate. I think that there's a lot of financial illiteracy out there where people are just, and I hate to say this, financially stupid, right? I just feel like they're not equipping themselves in the way that they need to. Give me 1 second, though. I'm going to actually kind of duplicate something. I'm testing the waters here. Give me a second, you guys. 1 moment. Do you want to be my subscriber, baby? I can simple wear the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my Biden away. I can be Joe Biden. All right, so I this is so stupid. This is the dumbest. This is gonna be fun though. Give me 1 second. Now there's 2 of me. You know what's even worse about this? This is not something a lot of people do, but they should. It's gonna be funny. Should I flip horizontal? Oh, here we go. This is so stupid. Okay. There's 2 of me. I'm in a mirror universe. Anyway, so overall, what it boils down to is this. Ultra Fire says, Mikey, OMG, we got Ultra Fire in the house. Here we go. When I bug 'em by, girls be acting like damn fly. Pimp to the beat. Ultra Fire says, Mikey. What's up, Ultra Fire? You are the GOAT. What up, dude? We got Ultra Fire in the house. What are you up to, brother? My brony brother. I can be your brony, baby. I can kiss away the pain. This is pretty funny. This is kind of cool. I like the fact that I'm displaying in two different modes. So what do you guys think about all this? Is everything going crazy? Ultrafire says we going big on UBC tomorrow. Are you talking about UFC? Wow, I've never heard of UAC. Are you talking about UFC or are we talking about something different? Unless you typoed it, then that's okay. I didn't know there were UAC though. No clue. No clue what you're talking about, G-Dog. What are you talking about, bud? Oh, the uranium company. Got it. I didn't really. I don't think I have them in my portfolio. I thought I did, but I might not. Hold on. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta look up that company. I gotta stop having ADD. Blame it on my ADD, baby. Okay. S-Bit's looking sexy. Because Bitcoin is dropping. Because Bitcoin sucks. Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme and you know it. I'm trying to figure out if they actually pay a dividend or not. Well, it doesn't seem like it's a very risky company to invest in. Kind of reaching penny stock territory. I mean, like, the only thing that concerns me about certain companies is how well managed they are. Some companies are shittier than others. Some are good. Honestly, though, to mitigate risk, I like to stay diversified just in case, because one company goes under, a few companies go under. At least you have the other companies to back you up with their growth of some kind. But yeah, I think it's always good to be. It's always important to still be in the markets. No matter what happens, I think You don't want to miss out on too many opportunities, and there's plenty of opportunities out there. So I just don't want you guys to miss out on them either. So I think I don't. Is UEC something that I would purchase? Yeah, I'd add it to my portfolio. I'd probably add a couple shares. Why not? But I'm not going all in on it. So I just don't go all in on anything. I'm just not. When it comes to my investment portfolio, my goal is to grow wealth, but also maintain it. So, am I going to grow it as fast as some other portfolios? No. I honestly don't think I'm going to beat anybody's portfolio, and I think that's one of the reasons why my portfolios end up doing so well, is because I'm not out to beat anybody. I'm not out to compete. I'm just out to maintain my wealth. And the best way to do that is through diversification strategies, finding good assets, being exposed to multiple asset classes. You don't want to be exposed to just stocks or bonds. You want to be exposed to commodities, real estate, whatever you can get a hold of. And so I'm a big fan of just asset collecting. I think asset collection is a good thing. Probably the smartest thing one can do. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Brony Club. Oh God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl. Let's see. Ultrafire says it has some volatility, but the returns are nice. I mean, if it's a well-established company, then sure. Obviously, if they're a uranium mining company, that's not bad at all. I mean, look, I think owning as many different publicly traded mining companies, as many as you can, is really the key. I own a lot of gold mining stocks, for instance, in some of the portfolio allocations that I have. It's the smart thing to do. I think you should be exposed to anything that mines precious metals. Gold, silver, even if it's just any sort of mineral, really. Any sort of mining company, I think, is a good thing to be exposed to. Especially if, you never know. If they're a well-run company and they're constantly doing well and being able to find sources of minerals or precious metals or whatever commodity they're a part of, then it's good to be exposed to them. That's my opinion. It's not financial advice, obviously, just my own personal view on the world on all of it. So try to get closer. Try to get closer to the action here. It's going to be interesting to use this for work. I'm going to be using this for doing my job from here on out. I'm still going to use my chair if, for instance, this loses some air. Stuff like that. Hey, at least it'll keep my lower body feeling good, keeping I got to get my hips back into shape and stuff like that, so. Ultrafire says, I think we're moving more towards a nuclear world with possibly nuclear energy power plants once again, not to mention nuclear bombs. Interesting. Here's the thing, man. I mean, it's weird that I don't have this in my portfolio, actually. It's one of those companies I felt like, maybe Why don't I have this in my portfolio? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. It's kind of crazy. Mex9603 is asking, why is there two of you? Why isn't there two of you? No, I got bored and I wanted to just do one where just to see how many people stayed. They probably got annoyed by seeing too many versions of me. But yeah, I just decided to put two of myself on here because it's funny. At least I think it's funny. 'Cause I'm just having fun on the stage of my heels. It's where I belong down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. But any questions about portfolio allocation, man? Anything at all? I do like having... that looks like a pretty good stock to add. I might have to add that to my queue of stocks to keep in my portfolio just because you never know. It may go down, may go up. It doesn't really matter. Just having whatever I can get. I mean, all the other ones will kind of pick up the slack if one's kind of lagging behind, and I don't really ever panic. I never panic sell. That's the thing. I think too many people get so panicky. That's why most people sadly make poor investors. It's unfortunate. You know, like you can know how to invest, but people get so emotional about it. Like that's one of the reasons. That's one of the things that keeps you poor is being too emotional about your investments. It's good to be an emotional person. I think it's good to have compassion. I think it's good to. But when it comes to investing, man, it should be. I prefer to look at it like a game. I see a bear market as just a buying opportunity and nothing else. Most people see it as kind of life and death, and I think that's the problem. People see investing as a life and death situation, so they think in their mind they're going to die if their portfolio value goes down in any way. One of the reasons I'm a successful investor is because I don't think like that. I don't really give two shits. If the markets crash, it's because idiots are selling off, and that's on them. That is their call. That's their choice. I choose to buy from the bear, and I sell to the bull, at least when I'm swing trading, that is. Now, 20% of my portfolio is very actively traded, which allows me to get a lot of income from my portfolio. Whereas 80% of it just kind of does what it does and stays the way it is. Overall. Oh, we got Mr. Michael Donaldson in the house. Oh my God. Oh, hold on real quick before we get to Donaldson. We have over 5 votes in the poll. Let's take a look. Are you scared of COVID-19? 60% of you, out of the 5 votes, 60% of you said yes, Queen. And then 40% of you say, what is COVID-19 again? Interesting. So let's take a look at Mr. Donaldson. Ultrafire says, hold on. Freaking Walmart stock is up 49.16% this year. Crazy, yeah? Walmart's a crazy company, man. They're a fairly inflation-proof company. I'll tell you why Walmart's up, and it makes perfect sense. During times of economic uncertainty and times where everybody's fucking poor as shit, everybody's shopping at Walmart. And then also, if everybody's on like food stamps and stuff and welfare, where do people shop? Walmart. It makes sense. I don't have to shop at Walmart, but I do anyway. I shop at Walmart. I shop at Grocery Outlet. I shop wherever I can get the best deal. And as long as the groceries I'm purchasing are actually high quality. That matters. That matters a lot. How much did you invert in Bitcoin? When it comes down to it, I bet against Bitcoin quite a bit. Mex. I've made a lot of money betting against it. And actually, I could probably make some money right now in the overnight markets real quick. I'll get to you, Mr. Donaldson, here in a second. Actually, let me get to Mr. Donaldson real quick. Mr. Michael Donaldson says invest like Garza by keeping that musty fresh. It's not easy. My routine is not recommended to keep the musty fresh. It's something I do personally. I like to spray Axe body spray all over myself. You know, um, can it replace showers? Foul bachelor toad tends to think so. Bachelor Toad, the old meme from back in the day, claims that Axe is shower in a can. And do I agree? Yes. Should you agree with me? No. No. My God. All right, anyway. Looks like Bitcoin's down. Nice. Bitcoin's down right now for the day, 1.3%. My investment into the SBIT is at $6.92 at the moment per share. I bought a lot of the SBIT at a really good price, actually. Let me see. 650, 6. Yeah, I bought so much of the SBIT at very, 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 very low prices. And the reason that I buy these inverse ETFs against Bitcoin is because if you could profit off the downfall of something stupid, profit off of it. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you from profiting off of stupidity, especially in today's age. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, dude. How much did you invert in Bitcoin? I'd probably say thousands. I'm not going to tell you the exact amount, but if you're wondering how much I bet against it, it's quite a bit. But I do also just keep in mind that I also invested into Bitcoin very early. So there is a lot of safety that I have. I have a bit of a safety net for myself because I play like I do things like a hedge fund essentially. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun betting against Bitcoin though, as I always do. Yeah, I just don't see any reason why I shouldn't. I think it's a smart thing. What do you guys think? Do you guys think my channel should be giving COVID updates? Like I just look up updates every day in a panic as if I care? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. We love you, Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci, he is my king. He is my muse. He is my prince. I love Dr. Fauci. He is number one. I love Dr. Fauci. Give me that Fauci ouchie. Give me that Fauci ouchie. I just want the Dr. Fauci. I want that Fauci ouchie. Give me that Dr. Fauci. Yeah. Give me that Dr. Fauci. That Fauci ouchie. I like Dr. Fauci. Yeah. No, I really do enjoy betting against Bitcoin though. And with how much I've been betting against Bitcoin while it hits this 100 and Bitcoin got an all-time high, by the way. I think it's a 52-week high it got. And the 52-week high for Bitcoin was... What was the 52-week high? So the 52-week high for Bitcoin, which is also its all-time high, is 111,900 wow, hold on. Let me make sure I read this right. 111,951.16. $111,000. So basically, it was at $112,000 if you round that up per coin. Now, you tell me, is that an accurate price to price Bitcoin? What should the legitimate price target be for Bitcoin itself? That is the question we all must ask ourselves. And the honest answer that I believe I should give is not the one that you all want to hear. And it's $0. $0 is the right amount. Oh, OKC is playing the T-Wolves. Oh, shit, dude. The Thunder might win. No, Thunder's ahead by 7, but, I mean, the Timberwolves are a very scrappy team, so I would not underestimate the Timberwolves at all. They are an interesting 6 seed, but, man, OKC is the number 1 seed for a reason. I mean, they got there for a good reason. Oh, shit. Ant says, Mac, what happened? It's a close game. Dude, Timberwolves, man. Do you think the Timberwolves can take the series against the Thunder, man? Because they won. If I remember right, they won in Game 3. It's a close game, man. I was checking the score just a second ago. 7-point difference. It's a pretty high-scoring game, too, considering it's halfway through the fourth quarter. Most NBA games these days are pretty high-scoring, but usually in the playoffs, defense ramps up quite a bit, so usually the scores are not that high, but pretty good, though. I mean, 107 to 100. Jeez. Yeah, they're going insane, man. Hey, but go Timberwolves, man. I kind of want the T-Wolves to win. I'm not the biggest Timberwolves fan in the world, but I'm not really much of an OKC Thunder fan. I think the Thunder have made too many wrong moves at the head coaching position. I think the only thing that ever kept those great Thunder teams from winning a championship is coaching. Because they've always had talent. That's the crazy thing about the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've always seemed to have talent. They draft really well. They draft their players very well. The problem is they never seem to get any, in my opinion, strong enough coaches to get them over the hump to win a finals. And that's a big deal. And I don't know what they can do to fix it because they've had a lot of good teams. The Thunder have done so well over the years. It's insane. So I actually definitely want to... Oh, I'm rolling on a ball, by the way. I'm on a rolly ball. Oh, yeah. Get that jump shot going. Get that... Okay, here we go. Boom. Gotta get that form back, dude. I gotta get my shooting form back. Get that Jokic shot. I'm just sad that Jokic is out of the playoffs, though. That's my boy, dude. Gotta get that... Freaking, but yeah, Chet Holmgren. Oh hell yeah, I haven't checked the box score yet, but I'm definitely curious to see what his stat line is looking like right now. But yeah, man, go T-Wolves, dude. I want to see the T-Wolves win it. Oh shit. Actually, why am I not getting you on the chat screen? Hold on. This is my boy Antoine. Make sure you guys subscribe to Anthony on YouTube. The reason I want to get my boy a little more viewership is because I want to see my boy get monetized. So Chet is having a game, absolutely. I'm a be coming to town soon. We got a hoop up for sure, absolutely. So quick question, chat. Who do you think will win in a battle of one-on-one? Who do you guys got? Do you guys got Mikey G, Big Mac, versus Antoine, the greatest 3-shooter of all time? I might as well call him Ray Anthony instead of Ray Allen, Ray Anthony, because he could shoot the 3-ball like crazy. But yeah, who do you guys think wins in a game of one-on-one? Me or Anthony? Who do you trust to take the final shot? Me. Now, Anthony's a far more consistent deep shooter than I am, but I do have the lazy boy shot. I got the SGA mid range, but Big Mac versus Tyler. Yes, actually, dude, Tyler keeps every time I play against Tyler, dude. He honestly keeps getting so much better. Like seriously, it's freaking me out, dude. He's gonna start like. He's young enough too to like do all sorts of crazy shit to my bussy. So, good old Ty Lord, man, I love that guy. But yeah, that's a pay-per-view matchup right there, if you ask me. Big Mac versus Tyler. I mean, Ray Anthony. But yeah, no. And I've done some fun one-on-one battles with Anthony, though. I will say Anthony does have a lot of speed and good shooting ability over me. I am a little slow, though. Tyler does have the defense, though, and he does keep me on my toes. He gets up in me, though. He gets up in me, man. So it's crazy. But let's see, Antoine, yeah, hell yeah. Let's see. Antoine says, "Dude, your boy Jeraholic. It would, it would be cool to see him and your boy Cap. Dude, I would love to see a young William Shatner, prime William Shatner versus prime Chris Jericho. Abso-fucking-lutely, damn straight. Now, when you say Captain Kirk, we talking about Hold on. We talking about the legit cap? Like, we talking about William Shatner, Captain Kirk? I see what you're saying. Okay, I got what you're saying. They're not wrestling each other. And they're gonna be the Washington. They're both gonna be at that Washington Summer Con. Okay, so it's like a convention, like probably like one of those, like almost like a Comic-Con sort of convention. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Just being able to see William Shatner and my boy Jarrett, dude, Chris Jarrett, dude, that would be awesome, man. I would love to have that'd be so cool. I've already met William Shatner though, which was fucking dope, dude. Meeting William Shatner was huge for me. As somebody who's been a Star Trek fan my whole life, just being able to be in the presence of somebody I looked up to. I still look up to William Shatner, even though he's shorter than me. Shatner's the man, dude. I love Shatner, man. What Captain Kirk did for my confidence. I know Captain Kirk is obviously a fictional character, but sometimes the greatest fictional characters can be the greatest role models. Especially when I was having a tough time growing up as a kid. Yeah, big deal, dude. Big deal to me. So being able to see Shatner twice would be fucking cool. I love William Shatner, man. Yeah, larger than life, though, no matter what, to me. But yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. Chris Jericho versus Shatner. I would like to see prime William Shatner versus prime Chris Jericho. First off, Captain Kirk, the Kirk Fu. You know, that's the shit right there. But I will say, boys and goyles, I got to go here in just a second. Oh, by the way, Antoine, I just want to let you know that I was hanging out with Lambert, my boy Lambert, my brother, and Mr. Derek Coonfair. I was hanging out with all those boys. I got to share a hot tub with Derek Coonfair, by the way, and Michael Lambert. It was pretty sexy. 3 dudes in a hot tub. It's pretty gay. But we were all just chilling out. Derek, my boy Derek, was drinking some Bud Lights and some Coors Lights. He combined. It was a very gay time, but it was pretty funny. Dude, it was hilarious. My boy Derek Coonfair climbed into bed with me. It was pretty gay. It was all pretty gay. It was pretty funny that we were all drinking a lot. We were all just chilling out in the hot tub. We were listening to we listened to Kanye's new album, and oh my freaking god, dude, That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna comment too much. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, dude, why are we listening to this shit? But it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. I was out of town though. I was hanging out with all those guys and pretty funny, man. Oh, that was down. We were down at the Umpqua River. We were no, this is all at the Umpqua River. We were my mom and her boyfriend. They ended up buying this cabin next to the Umpqua River, and it's pretty dope. They have a sweet hot tub back there. Really fun. But that would have been pretty fun to do that at the Mill Casino, though. But yeah, we were hanging out in the river. I swam in the river, in the Umpqua River for a bit. I was pretty much floating quite a bit down. The current was huge. The current was crazy. I had so much trouble swimming back up the river that I had to slowly just go to the side as much as I could. I was able to swim though, luckily, but I was struggling. Usually the current's not that bad, but the current was crazy. But I love swimming in the river. I had my goggles, by the way, which was pretty dope. And always have your goggles. In fact, you know what? Hold up. Where'd I put them? Okay. I don't know where I put my goggles, but that's okay. Ooh, my bussy. My bussy. Ah, fuck, my bussy. Oh, shit. Oh, whoa. I'm going to fall off this thing. Yeah, well, Milk Casino. Rogue River. Yeah. Shit, dude. Yeah, the rivers are roaring right now, man. The rivers are fucking roaring like crazy. But I do gotta go. I'm gonna kind of clean up the place a little bit further. I vacuumed all the floors, and it feels very fresh in here right now. Gonna work on a couple things while I'm at it. Yeah, dude, fighting against the current, rafting is tough, dude. Yes. I was just swimming, dude. I don't know if you guys were in a raft. That's crazy. Oh, dude, Lou, my boy, dude. Good old Lou sanity, baby. Give me that Lou. Give me that Lou sausage. No, just kidding. Kidding on the sausage part, but give me that Lou sanity any day of the week, dude. Let my man get on the inside. Beast, dude, fucking beast. Everybody needs to get that Lou. Everybody needs that Lou sanity up in them. So, anyway, though, I'll catch you guys later. Catch you later, Mr. Antoine. I appreciate you chilling out with me on this erotic live stream. I gotta eat the rest of I have some chicken noodle soup right here. Polishing this off real fast, and then boom. Look at all the burn marks on this thing. This thing's been burned so many times. This pot gets a lot of action. This gets a lot of action, man. All right. But I'll get you later, G. All right. To everybody else as well. Not just Antoine, but everybody else too. We got my boy Antoine in the house. We got Ultra Fire was hanging out with us. We got George Floyd. Yeah, dude. It's good shit. It's good shit. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace, I'm out. I can't wait to see you soon, man. Can't wait to see Antoine, and we're going to ball it up. We got to ball it up, dude. I also got my football as well. We'll throw some cool-ass passes. We'll do some trick plays and figure that shit out. Anyway, later, brother. Later, guys.